The night finds me alone, waiting. I look up frightened. Steady, I tell myself. I bring my hands up to the railing for support. Any minute now, the sun will begin to eclipse the moon. But that is not what really has me agitated. No, it is John and it is David. This night it is not really all that cold, considering the time of year, but I feel a chill in my bones all the same. I'm incredibly tired, suddenly, weary even. I'm thinking about the lives of these two boys, these two men, connected and disconnected. We all grew up together. I'm thinking about David's younger sister, Angela. She is a forever kind of friend, even though when I asked her, she had no answers. Although I'm beginning to shiver, I opt to wait it out. There's a lunar eclipse tonight, and I want to watch the moon through the trees as, inch by inch, it slowly disappears. Seeing my friend Angela at my children's Christmas recital, it makes me think about David. Makes me think about John. I worry about my younger brother, and it is hard. John and me, we never connected easily. I remember torturing and being tortured by him. I would sit on his chest and I would grind my fingers into his temples. John, he would throw a fit, knock me off him, and chase me into my room, screaming profanities. It wasn't always like this, though. I remember sneaking out of a dingy dive of a club, a live-on-release concert. We were stoned, smoking in the parking lot, laughing and singing. I sent John a message on Facebook a few months ago, but he never got back to me. When I phoned him on his birthday, the call went straight to voicemail. I worry about the one day I will pick up the phone and it will be a stranger, and my brother will be gone. Angela's older brother, David, he's a permanent fixture in my memory. He would show up in the strangest places, just driving by. He would offer me a ride to work or wherever I was going. Looking back, I wonder about this young man, where he laid his head at night. My brother John, I worry about him in the same way. He just turned 30 this year. I think that it's about time for him to grow up, and I tell him this when we talk. I think that it's about time for him to get a proper job and face up to his responsibilities. Currently, he lives with a bunch of other guys, like-minded people. He tells me how he raises corn and sells corn snakes for a living. When I speak with Angela regarding John, regarding David, I ask her if she thinks that there's anything that she could have done differently with her older brother. We did all that we could, she tells me, disheartened. He didn't want help. He never did. I tell her how I sometimes think that it would be better for John if he did wind up in jail, alive. I imagine all the ways that forced programming could help. Then again, I imagine all the ways that he would resist. David, living the way that he was, the way my brother lives today, I wonder who found his body. I wonder how long it sat waiting to be found. I shoot my brother a quick text. Hey bro, what's up? It was sad at David's funeral. No friends, only family and childhood acquaintances. We sang Amazing Grace, but Pastor Laurie, he never mentioned the hope that we can have in heaven. My brother John, it's his way to be distant. I know that. He hasn't spoken to our mother in over 2 years. John, he isn't David. I remind myself of this and I hold on to it like a talisman, and I repeat it as a mantra. John, he isn't David. John, he isn't David. I whisper my brother's name into the darkness. I watch as it floats from my mouth in a pocket of steam to heat the air. The moon tonight it is full, like a giant wagon wheel, only bright. Tonight as it passes behind the earth, our planet will block the moon completely from the sun's rays. The sun, earth, and moon, they'll be in perfect alignment. Most people, they don't seem to realize that the moon doesn't actually shine. The moon, it is not a star. What we see every evening when we look at the heavens is the light of a star reflecting off of a giant rock. This night it is not really all that cold either, but I feel a chill in my bones all the same. I'm taking pictures of the lunar eclipse for my daughters, Lyra and Shania. Seeing Angela at their Christmas recital, it got me thinking about David. It got me thinking about my younger brother John, and I worry. I'm thinking about my brother as I watch the darkness devour the light. It is a miraculous travesty. I imagine that John, he too is out there somewhere, shivering and alone, watching. To that thought there is little comfort. The light, it slips away a little bit at a time until the night, it too is lost. I know that the moon's light will return, same way that it died, a little bit at a time. I know that, but it is as if a shadow has crossed over my own heart. The night it finds me alone, waiting. I'm thinking about my brother. I wish that he would call. Steady, I tell myself. I bring my hands up to the rail. I look up at the stars, and they seem so small. John, I wonder, where are you? Thank you. I have copies for sale as well.